Now, let me ask you, bro. So who would you like to see next for Levan? We know that Levan suffered the wrist injury. He's been getting stem cells. He's been going through his PT and everything. And when I was talking to him at Vitacell Illuminati, I was kind of asking him, like, when do you think you'll be back and active? And he told me that he thinks in March 2024. So there's a couple of guys out there that I think would make a very, very interesting match. I want to ask you, between these three guys, who would you like to see Levan's next opponent be in March sometime? And that would be between Ermes, Devon, and Denis. In order, which one would you like to see personally? Just if you, as an arm wrestling fan, what would you like to see out of those three?
I want to see him and Denis go at it.
You just
right?
that's 100% what I've been thinking, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, two reasons. One reason is we've seen the other two go against Levan. And thanks for not putting my name in there, asshole.
No, bro, we already know you're going for the throne and all. I don't want to keep bringing it up because, we're going to get to that too. We will talk to that, but I want to know these three guys, because it's just something that interests me, and it's a lot of chatter in the community.
But the other reason is it's an epic battle where you see two beasts up on the table, right? And to see, two Hulks going at it, it's like, which Hulk is the strongest? And obviously Levan's 400 pounds, so he's a big boy, but Denis is not small. And if Denis has been slowly creeping back up, to his old size. I don't know if his intent is to get as big as he was before, but he's in phenomenal shape right now. And it's funny when people look at him now, if they didn't know him before, they'd be like, that guy's massive. To see him when it was before, I mean, it was like, freak show gone wild. And like, damn, that dude was jacked. And then I wouldn't even wear a shirt if I looked like that. Right? I wouldn't own one. No way. But I just think that that type of strength versus that type of strength, it's got to be, for the viewers, it'll drive it nuts. People just want to see that match.
I love it, bro. It's like two mutants going at it. And what I found interesting, which I didn't know because it was before I was in the sport, and Pradeep actually brought this to my attention, was that when they were originally supposed to pull some years back, Denis was the big time favorite. Everybody had Levan like counted out and said Denis was the man. So I didn't know that. I always thought that Levan was the king and all that. But now hearing that even makes it more interesting for me. And yeah, man, it's just a look, bro. These two guys are they don't look normal. They're both mutants. I think that could be the potential of the biggest match in arm wrestling history. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I think that's going to be a heavily viewed match because people love to see freaks, and they just, when you get two freaks on the table, you're going to be like, damn, right? The draw is big when it's just one. Now imagine if you got two, and you're going to be like, who's the freakiest of them all? So, let's go at it.
Now, if Devon beats Denis that day, do we still want to see Denis versus Levan after that?
I don't know, right? I mean, I think it'll take a lot of the hype away from that match because they'll be like, oh, no, we already seen Denis lose to Devon. So in order for that match to be its biggest draw, Denis would have to beat Devon. And then
I still would like to see Denis, even if he loses against Devon, but I 100% agree with what you're saying. As far as a hype status, Denis gets that win. This is probably the biggest arm wrestling match on the planet ever, Levan versus Denis. If Denis does lose, though, it does take away a little of the hype, but I think it's just these styles go so well together. Nobody's overwhelmingly fast. Everybody's extremely powerful. It gives a formula for a war. And I think that's kind of what everybody wants to see. So, I definitely would love to see that, regardless of the outcome between Devon and Denis.
The other person you didn't mention was Georgie. I think Georgie would be a good match too, you know?
Oh, speaking of Georgie, bro, Georgie versus Zaire. Who is going to win?
Well, I have never gone against Zaire, but I have gone against Georgie. So I know how strong he felt, even though I was, coming back from an injury. I still felt him on the other side of the table. And he felt really strong, and he was, in great form, great technique, super strong. And then watching him go against Artem, right? I realized Artem had a stomach bug or something, but still it was, phenomenal. Georgie was up there dominating again.
The only thing, bro, is Jerry. Artem was kind of in the same boat as you that day, bro. So it's really yeah, no, I know you said that, but you also said after that Georgie dominated him, and we were just talking about how people are saying how you got dominated by Ermes. So I just want to throw that out there because I don't want Artem to be going through the same shit, and everybody kind of discrediting his ability and all that.
I have no question that the match could have, would have been much better had he not had the stomach bug. And my hat's off to him too. He showed up and he competed. He's a warrior too.
He's a real warrior too, for sure.
I'll tell you, as healthy and as big and strong, and the dude, is obviously he's young. He's gonna have an awesome career ahead of him. He better stop fucking smoking. That guy was outside smoking cigarettes like a chain.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I was like,
I would not have thought that.
You smoke? And he goes, yes, yeah. I was like, no, don't smoke. My gosh. I want to see you live in this sport for a long time.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So the thing with Georgie though is I think Georgie's gonna have to get a couple wins to get up there in that that small circle to be going against Levan next, because he definitely would have to beat Zaire. And then who would you like to see him beat after Zaire, to get on that route to go against Levan? Because he's got too many guys in front of him right now.
Yeah, I mean,
how about this? Let me just throw this one out there, bro. How about a rematch with you and Georgie? If he gets the win against Zaire, now Georgie goes up and goes for you. That puts him on the track to go for Levan down the road. And it also is a good match for you to come back into things and show people like, holy shit, man,
me from going against Devon.
I'm nervous, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I feel like he figured out something back in the day with the WL. I know you said it's the right side. I understand that.
If he figured it out, then why did I get 2 wins and he got 3? He got 3 because he was on the right side. That right side won every match.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The confidence he has and the way he thinks that he's figured out your style, it's got me nervous. And I'm not saying, bro, that come 2-3 matches down the line that I wouldn't want to see that. I just am saying to you, I want a slower progression, meaning I want to see you building up. I want to see you training. You just went through this whole training camp, real strong, hard training camp, and then you got screwed at the end with pneumonia, and it took everything out of you, and you had to start over again. So you starting over, now going against the #1 on the planet, dude, that is just a wrecking ball and going around, it scares me, brother, because I know if you take that loss, I could just imagine what these subscribers are going to be saying, because right now they're ruthless.
You're crazy.
I know, but as a person that's looking out for your benefit, brother, I think, that you should take on another match before then go for Devon. You go and demolish whoever you go next, then that's a possibility. How about maybe the winner of Georgie versus Zaire? That would be a good one, bro. That would really prove like a lot right there. Both of those guys are amazing athletes. Am I totally wrong? Should I just shut up right now? Like, you totally disagree with me? Like,
I've got my, the sights are set, and I think that I can do it, right? And that's going to be my goal, right? So either way, it could change, but
I want to say this, bro. I have respect for you, and whatever you say, brother, you are the 35 years in this sport. You are the legend of our sport, bro. I am brand new. I have no right to say any of this to you, bro. I'm just, I'm your friend as well, and I wanted the best for you, man, and I want to see you killing everybody and all.
A different way, like literally, it's like I got up to go get more food, and someone sat in my seat, right? So you come back. Do you take a different seat and just be happy with it? Or you say, hey, get the fuck out of my seat, and what do we got to do? So I'm the guy that's not going to say, oh, well, let me just go sit in a different seat, right? Because 2 fucking months ago, that was my seat, right? Yeah. And now he's sitting at at that seat eating my lunch. So
I'm coming to get it back. I love it.